It's World Down Syndrome Day. I'm talking quiet. All of my kids are sleeping, but I had to make this video now while I can since they're all sleeping. This year's theme is about ending the stigma, okay? There are so many stigmas still in today's age around Down syndrome, and it's just absolutely crazy to me. But we have advanced so much from previous years. Some of the stigmas that still exist today about Down syndrome is that people with Down syndrome are unhealthy, uneducated, not able to be independent, not able to be successful, and not able to hold communication with other people. First of all, Down syndrome does not equal unhealthy. For those who don't know, Down syndrome is trisomy 21. This comes in 3 forms. There is the traditional trisomy 21. This is when 100% of cells are affected, meaning that there's 3 copies of the 21st chromosome instead of 2, like typical. There is the mosaic form, where some cells have that extra 21st chromosome, a set of 3, and then you have another set of cells where there's only 2. Then there is the translocation form. There is also mosaic translocation, keep that in mind. So there's kind of 4 forms of Down syndrome, but we're just going to combine that into 3 for now. But with the translocation form, it is when instead of that 3rd copy of the 21st chromosome is just standing alone by itself like I am, it is fused to another chromosome. Having trisomy 21 in any form, all it means is you have an extra 21st chromosome. That's it. That is the only real difference that separates me from you. I myself have mosaic Down syndrome, so about 20% of my cells have 47 chromosomes, and about 80% have 46 chromosomes. That's really the only difference. I mean, having an extra 21st chromosome, having a trisomy of any kind, really, all it does is makes some genes overexpressive, but not always. That gene becoming overexpressive is what can cause the conditions associated with the syndrome to occur. These conditions, such as Hirschsprung's disease and AVSD, celiac disease, thyroid disorders, cognitive delays, these are all the things that make people think that having Down syndrome means you're unhealthy, which is just not the case. We live in a world today where the medical field is so much better with people with Down syndrome. Most things that are associated with the condition can be treated, okay? Down syndrome itself cannot be treated, but many of the conditions associated with it, they can be treated. Heck, the lifespan in 1983 was only 25 years old. Today, it's 60. That is a huge difference, and it just shows how much the medical field has learned and accepted people with Down syndrome. It doesn't just dismiss them. And I need society to do the same thing. I need society to stop dismissing, stop stigmatizing. People with Down syndrome do not suffer from Down syndrome. The only thing people with Down syndrome suffer from are people in society who stigmatize. So this is why we have to end the stigma. We are more than capable to be independent and to be successful and to talk with one another, just like me and you are right now. It's not all about looks. It's not all about the phenotypes that can come with the condition, because I, for one, don't have any phenotypes. You wouldn't know that I have Down syndrome, a form of Down syndrome called mosaicism, if you were walking past me on the street. But you would still communicate with me, right? So the next time you see somebody who has Down syndrome, don't dismiss them. They think just the same way I do. And if you put the phenotypes aside, I guarantee you, you will have such an amazing conversation. Maybe even a new friend in your life.